Let me tell you something the Galactic Council will never put in its official records. Not because it didn't happen. It did. Every humiliating, catastrophic detail happened. They will not record it because they are embarrassed. They should be historically embarrassed. Embarrassed enough to engrave an apology onto a moon and launch it toward Earth. But I'm getting ahead of myself. My name is Vael Dorruk, Senior Observer, 3rd rank, Sector 7 Omega. Officially, my assignment was to observe and document the behavioral patterns of Class 4 civilizations. In practice, my job was to sit in a cloaked observation pod above a blue planet and watch the most bewildering species in recorded history do things that violated every predictive model we possess. And somehow went anyway. The humans. Yes, you have heard of them. Everyone has now. But back then, when High Commander Zoruk Vel stood before the Galactic Security Council and declared, "We should remove Earth from the protected list. They are too volatile, too unpredictable, too human." The chamber applauded. Every delegate, every appendage, every misplaced ounce of confidence. I did not applaud. I filed a protest. 11 pages. They used it as a beverage coaster. On the 14th cycle of the Oran calendar, year 4402, the Galactic Council officially withdrew Earth's protected status. With ceremony, with signatures, with a press release. A press release. As if the universe runs on announcements. Understand this. The protection shield was not merely defensive infrastructure. It was a message to every expansionist empire lurking in deep space. The message was simple. Do not touch this world. It is under our watch. When the shield went down, the message changed. It became open season. I was in orbit when the Korreth Empire received the news. Fleet Commander Brul Vaan, a 7-armed creature with an ego to match, laughed so hard he fell from his command chair. I have the recording. There is no dignity in it. He assembled 40 warships. 40. And announced, "We will take that little wet rock in 3 rotations. Maybe 2 if their traffic is light." His crew laughed. They all laughed. I made a note in my observation log. These beings are about to die. Not maliciously. Clinically. The way one notes that wrestling a Tharvan beast barehanded rarely ends well. Here is what the Council never understood. What Brul Vaan never researched. What every predictive algorithm failed to model. Humans do not fight when they are safe. They fight when they are cornered. There's a difference. A catastrophic difference. While the Korreth fleet calculated its approach vector, something shifted on Earth. The humans, who argue constantly, loudly, and with extraordinary creativity, went silent. Global networks lit up. Every frequency, every satellite, every channel. The shield was gone. And then, nothing. 6 hours of planetary silence. Brul Vaan interpreted that as fear. I did not. I have observed humanity for 9 years. I have seen them defy probability, gravity, and occasionally logic itself. Even so, I was not prepared, because when humanity responded, they did not transmit a distress call. They did not beg. They did not threaten. They transmitted coordinates, their own coordinates, with a single line attached. "You want us? Come get us." I stared at that message for a long time. Then I repositioned my observation pod to a significantly safer distance. Not because I was afraid. Mostly not. Brul Vaan received the coordinates. He laughed again. I know because I was monitoring his fleet communications. He forwarded the message to every ship with a note attached. "They are inviting us." How adorable. Then he increased approach speed. I increased distance. I would like to describe what happened next in clinical terms. Measured. Detached. Professional. I cannot. Because what happened next was not merely tactical. It was instinct. Something ancient. Something that apparently sits inside human DNA like a dormant switch. Patient, quiet, absolutely lethal. Waiting for someone foolish enough to flip it. The Korreth fleet exited faster than light travel at the edge of Earth's system. 40 warships. Brul Vaan's flagship was called Undying Fist. I assure you, I'm not exaggerating that name. The Korreth possess 7 different words for conqueror. They possess none for retreat. They were about to expand their vocabulary. The instant they arrived, Earth's orbital grid activated. The Council had assumed, because humans were classified Class 4, that their defenses would be moderate, predictable, manageable. What the Council failed to consider was this. Humans spend centuries preparing for disasters they hope never arrive. They are aggressively optimistic pessimists. Peaceful, prepared, paranoid in a way that is extremely productive. The first Korreth vessel was destroyed before Brul Vaan finished his opening speech. I know the exact timestamp. His transmission cuts mid-sentence. Today we claim what the Council has happened. Impact. Static. Screaming. 3 ships were gone in 4 minutes. To Brul Vaan's credit, he adapted. He split the fleet. Classic pincer maneuver. Elegant. Efficient. Devastating. Under normal circumstances. He executed it perfectly. The humans had already repositioned. I reviewed the sensor logs 47 times. Earth's platforms shifted before Brul Vaan finished issuing the split command. Either they predicted him, intercepted him, or, and this is my preferred theory, they simply assumed. 40 ships? Of course they'll attempt a pincer. They always attempt a pincer. Prepare accordingly. Humans are infuriatingly logical under pressure. By regroup, the Korreth had lost 11 ships. Brul Vaan transmitted a demand for surrender. It sounded less like a demand, more like a suggestion. Earth responded in 4 seconds. No, thank you. Also, your left flank has a fuel leak. You may want to address that. The left flank did, in fact, have a fuel leak. How they knew this remains unresolved. I have asked repeatedly. No one answers. Brul Vaan retreated. Not home, just beyond the system's edge. To reconsider, to breathe, to understand that he had just lost 11 ships to a civilization officially deemed manageable. The rest of the galaxy was watching. Every empire, every opportunist, every predator waiting for weakness. What they witnessed was this. 40 warships entered. 11 did not survive 30 minutes. The silence that spread across interstellar channels afterward was immense. Then Earth sent a second message. Not to Brul Vaan, to everyone, every council member, every empire, every fleet hovering just outside sensor range. The message was concise. Humans excel at concise when necessary. The shield is gone. We noticed. Now you understand what that means. The next fleet that enters this system does not leave. We were never dependent on protection. Attached, full battle footage. All 30 minutes. Unedited. Precise. Educational. I remained in orbit. I looked at Earth. Blue. Calm. Unapologetically still. Then I opened a direct channel to the Galactic Council. High Commander Vael answered. He did not look pleased. I said, 11 pages. I sent you 11 pages. He closed the channel. I filed 12 more that I returned to my observation post and finalized my report. Not about the battle. Not about the ships. Not even about the Council's mistake. My report contained only one conclusion. Humanity was never protected. The galaxy was. And we removed the shield from the wrong side. Agar Torah or Calder Jateho. History will record that the Council withdrew Earth's protection. History will not record what truly happened. We withdrew the only species capable of protecting everyone else.